Welcome to another episode of Can You Reach That?
Can you reach that?
Question for you today.
For me?
Yes. We're going to change it up. You're usually the one asking the questions.
Ah, shit.
I got a question
Hold on,
for
let
you.
me get on my...
It's not a bad one. It's nothing crazy.
All right.
It's just, does a straw have one hole or two?
This is not a hard question.
Oh, well then, let's hear it.
There's one hole that goes through the entire straw. It's just one singular hole. Done.
That's it?
That's it.
I disagree.
I'm sure you do, but I'll tell you why you're wrong. But go ahead and tell me why you disagree.
Because there's a hole on both ends of the straw. So there's two holes. Hole on one end, hole on the other end.
The definition of a hole, it has an end. Like if you dig a hole and you're at the beach, you dig a hole in the sand, there's an end. There's a point where it stops. So that hole is a deep hole until it stops.
Yeah.
If it goes all the way through, it becomes a tunnel or it becomes a pathway or it becomes something of that nature.
So then that is not a hole. That's a tunnel.
Then it's a tunnel. It's a single hole
with two holes. No, a tunnel with two holes.
No, because when you pave out a mountain and you create a tunnel, you're essentially making a single hole through the mountain.
No, you're making two holes.
You're making a single hole through the mountain.
You're making a tunnel with two holes on either end.
I can think of a hole that you are, but you're still wrong.
I'm a whole lot of fun.
It's one hole that goes through the thing, which creates a tunnel, and that's one hole that goes through that piece of plastic that creates a straw.
What do you guys think? Straws, one hole or two?
One hole.
One hole that goes all the way through, or one hole on either end connecting the two sides?
You're getting hole happy.
I like it a whole lot.
You got the whole thing wrong.
I think you're a whole lot of crazy.
Can you reach that? You see that? Let's talk about it. Be that. Believe that. Let the people know that we see that and what they want to know. Can you reach that? Can you reach that?
And now your host, Tango and Coop.
Can you reach that?
Can you reach that?
Can you reach that?
Holy shit, that was a whole conversation right there.
That's a whole lot of holes right there.
But it's still a hole.
You're a hole. Yeah, man. So how you been? What's good with you?
Oh,
What's on your mind today?
Man, I can't even front. I'm fatigued. I'm tired. I'm exhausted.
Yeah?
Just, one of those...
Just one of those days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I'm right there with you.
So I'm out here though. I'm out here.
You out here, dog?
I'm in the building.
You in the building? You inside?
Speaking of in the building, I think one of the original...
You know who's in the building?
People who used to always...
Bob Vila.
He's into building.
He's into building.
But when I think of people chatting out, I'm in the building, it's Jay-Z, right? It's the Roc. That was the...
100%.
That was...
Roc's in the building.
I feel like that's the originator.
Maybe. I don't know.
I feel like it. I could be wrong. But that's definitely one of the ones that comes to my head. I always hear. And the Roc itself.
ROC.
You put me on to Memphis Bleek releasing.
Yeah, new music video. Still ROC.
New music from Memphis Bleek. Apparently he's been business-minded, taking care of business, taking care of fam, investing.
Yeah, handling his own stuff.
But now he's dropped a new track.
Keeping to his own little bubble, keeping to his own little corner, taking care of his square. No squares in his circle. Different song. Sorry.
But I'm glad to see he's still throwing some music out. I think there's many songs with Memphis Bleek. There's Memphis Bleek songs, but I think when I hear the name Memphis Bleek, the first song that comes to my head is Change the Game.
Really?
I think that's
a remix?
Either. The Daz and Corrupt version was dope. When they mixed it up with the West, you had Beanie and them on there, and you had Corrupt and Daz. But yeah, I think that's one of the main songs that comes to my head.
Yeah, because it's got to be at least 10 years?
More.
If not more, since we've heard from Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming.
So
it's good to see him back in there, back in the studio, making music. And this time it seemed like message music, like he's I don't want to say coming out of retirement,
right?
But it definitely seemed like, hey, I'm still here, still ROC, like I can still rap, like we still gonna do some shit. So Yeah, it was cool to see. Wasn't as hype or intense as I thought it was going to be. And that's just comparing it to Old Bleek, you know.
Of course.
Old Bleek had,
and that's the thing is like he's not picking up where he left off. He's grown, right?
New chapter.
So
yeah,
you know it's different.
Older, more mature, and that's what it sounded like. It sounded like a more mature rap, you know.
Now, at some point, do we get to hear a collab with Jay-Z? Because I feel like
that'll be cool. I mean, as long as I've heard it, Jay-Z has always looked out for Memphis Bleek. Like he's always had him under his wing, and he's even said it. You know, as long as I'm alive, he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
So it would be nice. I would like to see something with Bleek and Jay-Z together, or hell, bring them all back together. Get Beanie out there. Let's bring the Rock back. Let's bring Roc-A-Fella back. They do a whole little collab album together.
I think Dame would have something to say about that.
Bring Dame back in too.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
No.
Too much.
Too many egos. Too much ego.
Egos, bad blood.
Too much history.
All of that.
It would be nice to see in a perfect world. You know, it would be nice to see everybody come back together. All the original Roc-A-Fella from early 2000s.
Right.
So let's bring back Ye. Let's bring back Dame. You get Jay-Z out there. You get Memphis Bleek. You get Beans. You get.
I feel like there's different pieces of that just is just not feasible anymore. I mean, you mentioned Ye. I just don't see that. I mean, there's some low lying beef kind of brewing right there.
I get that. I mean, a man can dream, and Ye's as much as I love Ye as an artist, like he's really on some extra shit right now. It's hard. He's making it hard to defend him.
Right.
But you know, as an artist, I still fuck with him. I haven't listened to his new shit yet. I just heard he dropped a new music video album kind of thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like 40-something minutes long. I haven't checked it out yet, but I want to.
I'm not in a hurry.
I want to check it out. Because I'm a huge Ye fan, especially old Ye. But even as he's been transitioning into different genres at different eras of his music, of his life, like I rock with it for the most part. For everything that he does, I pretty much rock with it. I know a lot of people are like, nah, old Kanye over new Kanye. It's like, I love old Kanye. You can't.
Dropout and Graduation.
Great albums. But that was from a different perspective.
808s was cool.
Like that was a young man who was hungry and trying to get into the game, you know? And I feel like that's with everybody. The longer you're in the game, the less hungry you get because now you're eating, you know? It's like when you look at a lot of people's first albums, and if you compare it to their second or their third album, it just doesn't hit the same because the drive isn't there anymore. You know, when you're trying to get that first album, like this is make it or break it. Like you put your all into it. Second and third album, unless you like really do it, you know, like a lot of people struggle on that second and that third album. It doesn't hit the same because you don't have the same stuff to rap about.
So with his long absence, right? And now he's coming back. Is there any other artists that you haven't heard from in a long time that you would love to see come back?
Well, Exhibit's dropping new music.
Yeah, Exhibit has an album.
Actually, Tash from the Alcoholics is dropping new music. I don't know if DJ Quick has done anything lately. It would be nice to see some DJ Quick. I'm curious. I'm thinking like
But Quick hasn't been out of it as long as like man.
No, that's true. Quick has definitely done some things in between there. But I mean, anytime Quick puts out music, I'm always right there for it. I'm on board for it. I love me some Quick. I can't really. You always hit me with these out of the box questions.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting over here like I don't know. Who do you think? Who do you think should be?
I can tell you one that is coming out that you haven't heard from in a while.
Who's that?
Erykah Badu.
Oh, yeah. That'll be fire.
So Erykah Badu
that'll be fire.
Has new music in the works, exclusively and entirely produced by The Alchemist.
Okay. That's a combination I didn't see coming.
Now you've got some dope production.
That's a combination I didn't expect.
Erykah Badu vocals. And once again, that's going back to the conversations that we've had about, you know, R&B artists then and now is like, there's no comparison because then was singing, now is auto-tuning. So having somebody like her who can actually lay them vocals.
Sing, yeah.
I'm excited to see what she brings. And Alchemist on the beats, I mean, I feel like that's a can't miss. I mean, that's a heavy hitter right there.
I tell you what, I do have a taste for somebody in mind who recently was on a track with I want to say LL Cool J if I'm not mistaken, but I would like to hear some more shit from Queen Latifah.
Okay.
I would definitely like to hear some more shit from Queen Latifah.
Yeah, she was just on MC Lights, right?
Yeah,
was
she
MC
did.
Lights
She
album?
did one with Light too. Yeah.
So yeah,
but I'd like to hear her drop some more. I just want to hear everybody from who
and she was. I think she was on LL.
who we listened to growing up. I want to hear him doing music now. Period.
Interesting.
With the new twists, just to show like this isn't because I know especially during the early stages of hip hop, it definitely was considered a young man's game. Like in the 90s, if you were in your 30s or 40s or 50s and trying to rap, lame. But, even rap, at that time, rap was only like, 30 years old?
Right.
So, didn't make sense then. Now, to be a 30, 40, 50-year-old rapper, it's not too far-fetched.
I mean, rockers do it. Why can't rappers?
Exactly.
Most other genres, you can be, doesn't matter what age you are, you're talented. So why is rapping, it should be any different?
Well, again, I think it has to do with the longevity,
right.
quote unquote, longevity of those genres, rap, hip hop being the youngest genre, basically, as far as I'm concerned, as far as music goes. It didn't really seem, we didn't have, everybody at the time started out early rapping. You didn't have nobody coming out the gate as a 50-year-old rapper, But now I feel like because we have rappers who have been doing it for 30 years plus, the Busta Rhymes of the world, who are still making hot music now, the Method Mans, the Redmans, who 30 years, 40 years, Snoop Dogg's,
Right.
Like they've given a lane to the 50-year-old rapper. It's out there now. We can do it now. Still putting out music, still turning big numbers.
We need a new Outkast album.
The new Outkast album would be dope.
That's what we need. We need a new Outkast album.
Would it be a collab, or would it be like the double disc that they did with Speakerboxxx and Love Below?
I mean, for me, it doesn't matter because they both were on each other's anyways.
Okay, here's
as long as we get an Outkast. I mean,
here's the Outkast album that I see, because even though there's been a couple verses that Andre 3000 has dropped, you can find him here and there sparkled out. He did one with Killer Mike. Dope. I can't think of the name of the song right now, but dope verse that Andre 3000 dropped with Killer Mike had
right.
that technical digital beat to it.
Yeah,
that was dope. But I know he's big into his flute, so what if he did all the music for the album while Big Boy rapped over it?
It'd be fine, but I want to hear.
You want to hear Andre
Outkast.
spit? You want to hear Outkast?
Gotta have Outkast. It can't be, because now you're talking about a Big Boy album produced by
Andre 3000.
You know what I mean? Like I want to hear Outkast album.
I feel that.
Outkast is just, they just always come with it, man. They're the yin and the yang. They got their individual styles that just
work well together.
It just works.
Nah, totally.
So
that'd be dope. Another group? Can you think of any other groups that you would want to?
I mean,
see collab together.
Some new Tribe Called Quest.
Oh,
that's
man,
kind of rough though. I mean, unless they got some tapes, some 5 tapes and stuff.
Yeah,
sitting around, but that'd be kind of dope. I mean, even some new Q-Tip. So
that'd be dope. Yeah, again, any artist from back then, if they put out music now, I think it would be fire. I mean, we got Richie Rich putting out music. Loonies. It would be interesting to hear some new shit from the Loonies.
Get the Loonies. Yeah.
Let's bring Hammer back.
I guess with inflation, they'd have to put like 10 on it.
If you're lucky, you can get it for 10.
I know. Put a dub on it.
That's still a hookup right there.
Right.
I got 10 on it.
Maybe I got a hun on it.
Right.
Something, but yeah.
It's dubs.
Gotta account for inflation.
Yeah, man. For real. Now that would be dope. Loonies would be dope. Drew Down. I haven't heard from Drew Down in a minute. And I used to love me some Drew Down.
Drew Down.
Pimp of the motherfucking year. That was the song right there.
The crazy part is like when I start thinking of like, a certain type of era of hip hop, like I'm already getting some of that. Like I want this new Redman music. Boom, got it.
And it got it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Manifesting this shit, man.
So
putting
like
the vibes out there.
I guess I gotta manifest some more.
I'm trying to bring the Bay back out. I mean, we got Richie Rich. Like I said, Richie Rich is doing music. I want to put together
another album because I mean, I feel like he does it. He does it in a good way, production wise and everything else. But I got Eric Sermon album.
Ooh, Just straight Eric Sermon or EPMD?
Either
or. Bring back the Def Jam All Stars.
I mean that when he had the solo out, just like mute, that album was dope.
That album was dope.
Production was tight. I mean, so
yeah, that album was dope.
Green
Eye Bandit.
I'll be able to see some more of that.
I'd love to see all of it, man. All of it. All the artists from back in the day are more than capable.
What's a newer rapper that you want to see collab with an older rapper? Like, what's an obscure combination that you would like to see on a collab?
A new rap and an old rapper? I would like to see... Ooh, that would be an interesting one. J. Cole and Rakim.
J. Cole and Rakim, okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's a little old school. There's a word that escapes me right now, but it's a little old school with a little new school. Both. It's a little old school conscious with a little new school conscious. That's the combination that I was looking at.
That's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like J. Cole could complement that, and I think Rakim would be.
I think they would go good together. Yeah, I think that would be a dope collab. J. Cole and Rakim would be a dope collab.
That'd be an interesting one for sure.
Yeah,
that'd be an interesting one for sure.
That'd be fine. I mean, we already had Busta and Kendrick.
Yeah,
that was a dope. Look over your shoulder.
Hey, Kendrick, man, I don't know if you saw it, but he's the first rapper of 2025 to sell 1 million units for GNX.
What does that even mean these days?
1 million units in the U.S.
What does that mean these days? Because it ain't. Is it physical? Is it just when they say units? Are they just talking songs now? Like, what does that?
I mean, you can still go on like iTunes and whatnot and buy an album. You know what I'm saying? So
true that.
Apparently, people still do that. So buying albums.
I miss the times of going out and flipping through CDs, right. Digging through the crates and finding some...
Hey, cracking that plastic open and getting the cover out.
Pulling the liner out, opening it up.
Checking to see if it had the lyrics.
Right.
I mean, I used to always do that. That was one of my things was I'd always check first to see if there was lyrics. If there wasn't, I'd still read through because I like seeing who produced what.
Yeah.
I like looking at, some of that.
The pictures, if they had it.
Who was the writers on it, things like that.
The collabs, the thank yous. I used to love reading the thank yous.
Yeah, but like, all that. But like, I was whenever there was it folded out like 12 times because it had all the lyrics.
Yeah,
I was like, that's dope because
I can rap along.
Right. That was my own. Throw the Walkman on and karaoke.
Yeah, that was it. I remember that. Open it up, take that plastic off, pull the liner out, pop the CD into the player, press play, boop. While I sit there and read the notes. Yeah, man, those are some good times.
That's why, I mean, same thing for movies, man. I love having like Blu-ray movies and stuff, like having the case. Something about having my bookshelf with all my movies all lined up. It looks dope. The fact that it's your... Hey, if the internet ever goes down, I can still watch movies.
Right? Got my own collection right here. I got a Blu-ray player. I got my own Netflix.
So, I got my own Blockbuster store. What you talking?
Right? That's how it used to be, man. It's going to be interesting. I do from a green perspective, green as far as, like environmentally friendly. I do get the desire to eliminate physical media because of
the convenience.
Well, one, the convenience, but two, the amount of waste that it produces.
For sure.
So, from a green perspective, like I get it. It makes sense to make everything digital, to make everything streaming because it's less trash to put out there. There's so much trash now. Everything is disposable at this point. Like we've gone away from things lasting a long time. Like TVs, for example, when's the last time you've heard of anybody get a TV repaired? You just go out and buy another one. It probably costs more to repair a TV than it does to buy a new one.
And that's the crazy part too is like old TVs, you'd have that TV for 15 years. Now you lucky 3 years into your TV, you're looking for a new one. Even if it works,
yeah,
you're looking for a new TV 4 years in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
they don't make them.
Like, I got a higher resolution. Oh, it's 8K or it's this. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're always looking for the new, it's the thinner, latest and greatest. This, it's that, it's this technology, it's that, it's QLED. No, it's, so.
Yeah.
The
times have shifted. But with everything, like, that's the electronics. Like, you can go as far back as appliances, like a Maytag ain't what a Maytag used to be.
I have in my garage, as we speak, I have a 19-inch Zenith television from way before I was born.
Yeah.
It was my grandfather's.
Still works.
It's one of the earliest color TVs that was made. It was fresh when color TV became something.
Yeah.
You can still turn it on and it works. You can still, that TV is probably 55, 60 years old. Dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it turns on and it works.
It's crazy.
You ain't never keeping none of these flat panels that long.
Nah, I can't see that happen. I can't see us turning on this TV in 30 years and it working.
At all.
I can't see that happening.
So
nothing's the same.
And I feel like a lot of things, technology-wise, I feel like a lot of things are built to expire.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
And it's not even that like, oh, the new one's out, I want to get a new one. I think they're literally built not to last because just like the medical industry, there's no money in the cure, only the treatment, right?
Exactly.
So
yeah,
you got technology where there's no money in making it last a long time. You want people to buy them every couple of years so you can get rich.
Yeah.
So you make something that, you test it out and you make sure that it's going to last somebody a couple of years and it'll do them all right. And then you entice them with the new to get rid of the old. Because around that time is when it's starting to die anyway, something's happening. And I feel like they do that with firmware updates, like on your phones and on different devices.
Yeah.
I feel like you download the new version of the OS or the new version of the software and it purposely like throttles the performance of the device. I feel like it does it on purpose so that it frustrates you. And then you go off and you're looking at the new ones that work so much faster. And realistically, it don't work any faster than the one you had, but it appears faster because they throttled yours and you feel like, dang, mine's so slow compared to this.
Yeah.
But it's not. It just got slowed down because
of all the
software they installed on your device during an update made it so.
But I mean, also too, I think the size capacity has a huge impact on it too, because as time goes on, things are just getting larger and larger. Like the amount of pixels that are in a picture or the video quality now,
sure.
4K and everything like that. Like you take that and put it back on a 2015 device, it'll probably crash because it just can't handle that.
No, I get that
capacity. But I mean, the combination of the two, they definitely
they throttle
2 years at best that you can get out of an electronic device.
Yeah, they throttle all the devices with updates, man. And I feel like they're going to start doing the same thing with EVs. Like you have the EV cars that are all tapped in. Because they have over-the-air updates.
Yeah.
And eventually it's going to start doing stuff to make your car feel like, it feels like it's getting a little sluggish, like something's up, you know what I mean? And that's just because they want you to hurry up and buy that new car.
I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know if it's been implemented or how true it is, when it's going to come to fruition, but companies like BMW charging monthly services for features. Like,
yeah, a lot of them are already doing it.
Really?
A lot of them are already doing it.
That's crazy.
Tesla does it already. Ford does it. I mean,
if I spend all this money on a car, like I should own the capability to turn on and off my heated seats without having to pay extra for it.
Well, my thing is like if you buy a car with a feature, right? Like let's say your car has autopilot. Let's say you buy autopilot. I shouldn't have to renew that every year or every whatever. Like I bought it for that feature. It should be there.
Robbing us, man. These companies are robbing us.
So, but no, they like a lot of them are doing the subscription. I think I saw Cadillac is doing it in some of their cars. Ford, Chevy. But yeah, they're all going to have variations of subscriptions for certain features or whatnot in the car.
You want to make America great again? Make companies have to create quality products again that benefit the consumer.
There's no money in that.
Fuck the money. I mean, I know I say that facetiously because I know that's not what business is about. Like it's all about the bottom dollar.
Yep.
It's all about being beholden to your stockholders and making them money and everything like that. Like that transition, I understand where it's going, but can we throttle it back a little bit? Can we find some balance of customer appreciation while still making a profit?
No.
At least a little bit.
The bottom line.
Can I get at least a snack for free when I take a plane ride across the U.S.? I don't need a whole meal. Give me something.
It all comes
down. Can I get a
down.
free checked baggage at least? Like one checked bag?
Even Southwest says no.
A free carry-on?
Southwest
like anything?
Says no.
They're like, nah, we're going to nickel and dime your ass all the way across the country.
You can pay for a subscription, and if you don't, it won't. Your baggage won't land with you.
Won't even land. Yeah.
So No, with all these companies, man, it comes down to the same thing, and it's that mighty dollar, the dough, the Skrilla,
the scratch,
the Duckets,
that Gouda.
What you know about Duckets? Like that, we're having a conversation about slang that doesn't get used anymore.
Duckets, that's definitely an old one.
Duckets.
Nah, I mean, that's E40's fault. E40's got so many terms for the dollar bill, like
you don't hear people like, I mean, growing up, for us, like moded. You got moded.
Moded.
Like people don't say that no more.
Nah, they don't. Nah, they got new slang now. They say
what's in place of moded?
What would they use for moded? I mean, kinda, but I guess that's cap. Yeah, I mean, but a lie, like that's bullshit. That's cap. I don't really feel like that fits the same as moded, but kinda
to a certain degree, I guess. Yeah. Close.
It's cap. That's you moded, like same.
And another one that people don't say enough, hoopty.
Ah, man, the old hoopties.
I'm just driving my hoopty.
Driving the hoopty.
Like
the bucket. That's the
it's
bucket.
The bucket, yeah. I mean, people know the bucket, I guess, but like hoopty, like
hoopty.
People say hoopty.
The who ride.
People don't call people. I'm trying to be a Mac out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying.
We ain't macking in the streets no more.
Nobody says macking.
Ain't nobody scamming behind the bleachers no more.
Scamming. That's another one. Like nobody says scamming. Like if you tell somebody like, "Why you scamming?" Like I'm not. Like I'm being for real. Like that's not what I mean.
They'll think he was president of the United States or something.
Right. So
are you scamming?
Like I'm just like all these old slang. I mean, some of them made comebacks, which is trip because we used to say bet all the time, and like bet people are saying bet all the time now.
Bet's coming back.
So there's a few of them that've kind of creeped their way back in, but there's others.
Like, dude. Nobody says dude anymore.
Dude, it's always bro.
It's bro now.
You know what? Here, all right, pet peeve moment.
Yeah.
When I see a dude calling his girlfriend bro.
Never.
That pisses me off. Like you're with your girl, and you're like, damn, bro, what you doing, bro? Hey, bro, come here, bro. Hey, grab me that, bro. Like
that's heavy.
I'm sorry. Like, don't call your girl, your wife. That's not bro.
But what if that's the homie? That's the best friend right there,
bro. Sis.
That's bro.
Say sis. Like, don't say bro. Like, and then I see dudes like calling their legitimate sisters, like biological. They still talking to them like they calling their mom that. Like, how you go? Damn, bro, why can't I get this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your mom. Like, damn, bro.
Does it go the same both ways? Can the girl call her boyfriend like girl, or instead of like the bro, like, like that's my.
But that's the thing too, is girls say bro more than dudes do sometimes. Like, it's girls out there going, damn, bro. Like,
bro's it. Bro's what's hot right now. That's the bro.
That's the one that gets you. I don't mind saying bro. I don't mind people saying bro or whatever, but like, it's the calling the girl. I mean, I'm sure maybe to some of them, you can, but like for the most part, you shouldn't be out there like
broing it up.
So you remember back in the day when it was bruh?
I'm still a bruh kind of guy. Bruh? I'm a bruh. BRUH. I'm all about the bruh.
So
these is my bruhs, my brothers. Yeah.
Yeah, just slang don't hit the same.
It does not. Cool used to be dope.
Cool used to be dope is a weird sentence, by the way. Cool used to be dope.
Cool used to be dope. Or I guess dope used to be cool.
Dope used to be cool.
That's what I should have said. It was cool, then it was dope. Now it's
fire.
Then there was fresh. There was fire.
Fire. Crispy.
Now we got crispy. So crispy.
Gotta be crispy.
So crispy. Now it's the Riz.
Riz.
Got that Riz.
Skibbity toilet.
These kids, it's this. Is it generation?
I feel like it's not even trying. It's just.
Is it generation Alpha now, or is it generation Z that's coming up with these new? I guess it's Alpha now.
I don't know, but all they want to say is everything Sigma. So I don't know about.
I think that's a generation
Sigma, dude.
I think that's a generation Alpha thing. With their slang. And now that I'm about to say this, I wonder if that's how it was to the prior generations. Right. I was going to say their slang
we're those dudes now.
Yeah,
we're
I was going to say their slang makes no sense.
Right, we're those. But see, like my thing is when you talk about another word for cool or dope, they say Sigma. Oh, that's Sigma. That's Sigma. Sigma's like, if I'm going to say something's like the best or cool or something, it's Alpha. Like at the very least, say it's Alpha.
Right.
Why would you say it's Sigma? That's lower in the
Alpha.
But.
I don't know.
Their thing is that they say the word Sigma sounds better, it sounds cooler, and thus.
Well, now whatever it is, you gotta flip it and reverse it. Because I mean, with anytime you look at slang or any trends for that matter, I feel.
Well, that's like they say that black slang is white slang backwards.
Well, that's what I was gonna get to.
Yeah,
I mean that's
cool. That's hot.
Whatever is mainstream, that's
good. That's bad.
The next thing that's coming up is gonna be quote unquote anti-culture, like anti whatever the mainstream is. So if you're saying hot right now, it's gonna be cool. You know, if you're saying fresh, it's gonna be fly. Whatever it is, the next generation has to come. That's why shit changes.
White person says, "Oh, that's hot," and the black person says,
"That's cool."
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah. It always changes. Each generation has it because nobody wants to be, especially as a younger crowd. You don't want to
feel
be
like you relate to that
to the older people. Yeah. So we're not gonna.
It's some words you can't escape. I feel like
it's like they're not going to be out here doing a Cabbage Patch
because people do still say cool and things like that. And I feel like some of those are just universally stuck.
Some of those are timeless. There's some timeless slang,
but there's others cool is going to be one of them. Cycle out like.
You know, but like one thing that you don't hear now that used to be super relevant back in the day is like surfer slang. You know.
Tubular, bro.
Right? Radical. That's rad.
It's rad. I was never a big rad sayer.
That was during that skate or die era, you know?
Right? That's rad. It's radical.
Yeah, man. That's that Point Break shit. Let's go crash some waves, man.
But yeah. I feel like out of all those, I think the one that needs to be brought back is Duckets.
Duckets
is this classic.
That's the hill you're gonna die on. We bring it back.
Duckets.
Duckets in 2025, man. We ain't making no more money, no more scratch, no more Skrilla, no more.
I'm out here getting duckets.
Shatter. We getting duckets.
But now it's get the bag.
Stacking your duckets. Now I'm putting my duckets in the bag.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bag of duckets.
Bag of duckets.
But hey,
bag of duckets.
Somebody's gonna be like, when they buying our merch, oh, how much is the shirts? Oh, about 25 ducats.
25 duckets.
just make it even more ridiculous.
Pricing everything in duckets.
That's what our website's gonna rename everything to duckets. You gotta, we don't take dollars. We only take duckets.
We take duckets. It's a new currency that we're coming out with.
Hey, we should create a meme coin called duckets.
No, I don't want meme coins. People get scammed with those things. Like I don't want people to think we scamming. Don't put me in the same category as Hawk Tua.
Duckets is a scam?
Don't put me in the same category as Donald Trump.
Did you hear about the new jet fighter that the military has just named? The generals?
I did. I'm quite impressed at the amount of money that we're not wasting or abusing building new jets.
Right. But I kudos to the generals that
named the jet?
That named the jet.
Yeah, interesting name, you know.
Like I feel like it was fairly intentional.
We've got an F-14. We've got F-16s.
But we've got
F-18s. And now we've got the F-47. Yeah, I think that's a great name for a jet.
I think there should be the F-45.
F-45 would be cool too.
And then I think they should come with the F-47, which is the two-seater.
The two-seater. The F-45 is a single seat?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and you know, F them both, I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? F
I like
them both.
That. The F-47, the two-seater. Yeah, you need the co-pilot, right?
That's my military
advice. That's a troll for that's got to be I mean, we're only in March, so that's the biggest troll of 2025 so far. Who knows what else the year is going to bring, but so far.
And I love that it just it literally F-47'd over his head.
That flew over a lot of people's heads.
So,
but it makes sense.
Yeah, I saw that on the news and thought that was for the minute they said it, the minute the news anchor said, and the military has unveiled the new F-47, I just immediately busted up laughing. Busted up laughing.
They're probably going to get charged with treason and put in front of a firing squad because you know all of that's coming back too.
How long before they rename it?
I think the more people highlight the fact that the F-47 is a slight jab, then he'll oh, wait a minute, what? They did what? Yeah, then it's gonna be a flip.
Right.
But until that point comes, like it's just kind of
it's got to bruise the ego a little bit before.
Exactly. Yeah. It's got to go like mainstream, you know.
I saw that he already has a little bruised ego anyways because you heard about the portrait they put up in the Colorado Library.
Man lost his shit over a painting.
Yeah.
It's not very flattering.
It's not very flattering.
Obama was a beautiful painting.
Right.
Beautiful painting.
So
yeah.
Leave it up, Colorado. You good.
I don't know, man.
It's an artist rendition. It is what it is. Don't take away from that person's art.
Creative what's the word that I'm looking for? Creative right? Whatever it is. Creative interpretation. Yeah.
Lucky it didn't have a Big Mac in his hands.
I thought it looked good. He had a good color in his complexion.
It wasn't orange.
The hair was on point. He could have made him out to be a clown, and he didn't make him orange. He didn't give him a crazy comb over. Like
not even a red nose.
It looked legit.
Yeah,
it looked legit. I thought it was a good painting. Shout outs to and props to the artist that did it.
Yep, I agree. I concur. Well, I guess with that, we've come to the.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our listeners. CYRT. No, I'm not gonna. I can't plagiarize the whole thing.
I thought you was gonna sing us out. I was gonna.
I can't do the whole thing, but you know where that's from, right? Though.
I do.
Okay.
I do. And the mouse. The mouse is already ringing the phone.
Shout out to Big Boy.
Yeah.
The original Dundada. But yeah.
Well, it originally came from.
Well, if we're doing the mouse thing, yeah, but I wasn't quoting the Mickey Mouse Club.
The mouse is coming for you.
I wasn't
the
quoting.
Mickey Ficky.
The Mickey Ficky guy.
Yeah.
Sean Juan.
Big boy.
DJ Ray.
Shout out to the Culver City native.
Culver City alums in the house.
So
class of 97s.
Till the next time, everybody.
Whoop, whoop. Can you reach that?
Can you reach that?
Can you reach that?
Can you reach that? Brought to you by Double One Entertainment in Coopersville. Hosted by Tango and Coop. And created and edited by Tim Greenlee and Brandon Adolphus. Music, sound design, and editing by Michael B. That's me. Visual art and graphic design by Jonathan Greenlee. Additional visual design by Timothy Greenlee.
Can you reach that?